This is the first of what will be at least a 5-part series on antennas. So in this one we're going to focus on length, the frequencies, and gain. So we have a radio system with all the parts, and we're going to first focus on the length of the antenna. So here's an assortment of antennas that I've laying on my driveway that needs to be pressure washed. All of these are dual band 2 meter 70 centimeter ham. The longest one, the white one, is also a 6 meter, and it is a Comet GP15, and it is 7 feet 11 inches long. The next two are both pretty much the same length. One's a Comet, one's a Diamond. And then I have a shorter one that I actually made from parts, an old magnet mount and a NML to 3/8 adapter. Then we have two HT handheld antennas, and one of them is 15 1/4 inches long, and the one that came with the radio is 6 1/4 inches long. We'll talk about performance next, but let's talk about convenience. So the 6 1/4 inch antenna is a little longer than the length of the radio. It doesn't get in the way when you're wearing it on the belt. But to get better performance, you go up to the 15 1/4 inch antenna, which is over 3 times the length of the radio itself, and can get in the way. Obviously, if you had a 7-foot antenna on top of your handheld radio, that would be totally unusable. So now let's talk about frequencies, which relate to the resonance of the antenna. Resonance is, in layman's term, does it vibrate at the frequencies you're trying to receive and transmit at? There are some magic fractions in antenna design. So let's start with the shortest antenna we can get with a magic fraction, and that is a 1/4 wave. So a 1/4 of the wavelength. So if we have a VHF antenna, 145 megahertz, that would, doing the calculations, that would need a 19.4 inch antenna to become a 1/4 wave. In 440, the UHF, you would need a 6.4 inch. Now this is the length of the wire needed for the antenna. Antennas don't have to be straight. They can be coiled, curved, and put into all sorts of weird shapes. You'd be surprised what the antenna in your cell phone looks like. So what are the magic fractions? Well, they are 1/4 wavelength, half wavelength, which has a extra bonus, and then 5/8 wavelength. Finally, let's talk about gain. Gain is a very complicated topic. I'll get more in depth in another video, but we will cover some basic concepts in the rest of this video. For what we're looking at, gain is the increase or decrease of the power out of the antenna, but you also sacrifice directional power. When we make an antenna longer, the gain will go up. So let's go back to the magic fractions. We have a 1/4 wave. If you have 2 1/4 waves, that's a half. And then we had the 5/8 wave, and you'll also see it 5/8 by 2, which is also called 5/8 over 5/8, and 5/8 by 4. Now the 5/8 by 4 is what the long white antenna is, and that has a gain of 8.6 for the 440 band. So the white antenna on 6 meters is a 5/8 wave, which has 3 dB improvement. Every 3 dB doubles the strength of the signal. On the 2 meter band, it's a 5/8 over 2, which is a 6.2 dB gain. So it quadruples the signal strength. And then on the 440, 70 centimeter, it's a 5/8 over 4, which gives us the 8.6 dB. The two 40-inch antennas on 70 centimeter, they're 5/8 over 2, which gives you around a 6 dB improvement. So on 70 centimeters, your signal's being multiplied by 4. On 2 meter, they're half-wave antennas, which gives you about a 3 dB, so doubling of the power. Now I said half-wave had a bonus to it. On a half-wave, if you don't use a ground plane, then it becomes a unity gain, but it's still resonant. That doesn't work for 5/8 by 2. So on this MFJ handheld antenna, on the 2 meter, you're going to get unity gain, which means no improvement of signal. But it'll be a lot better than the short stubby. If you want to learn more about antennas or setting up radio stations, mobile or in your house, I suggest visiting k0bg.com. He has very good information and it's presented well and easy to understand. Click like and share. Bye.